Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 8th through the 14th. Now guys, this is a general forecast, so it may resonate, it may not. If you happened to stumble upon this forecast outside of the time period I just mentioned, don't you worry. You found it whenever you were meant to find it. We're not all in the same exact time frame, so whenever you find the messages, there will be something here for you. At least one thing, right? They are general. So we're going to see what's coming up for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead, or the week that you happen to find the video, and see what messages are coming in, my darlings. One more shuffle. Let's do it. Okay. So your first card coming up is the Three of Pentacles, okay? This is really nice, solid energy. When we see the Three of Pentacles, we're building something. We're creating a new foundation in our life, okay? So this is also a card that kind of comes up that says that things are going to be steady, but also moving kind of slowly. Okay, so like in a work situation, sometimes I see this card come up in a situation where like you might notice that or you might kind of feel like, oh, you know what, I think they're kind of looking at me, I think they might be kind of talking about me, but nobody's come up to me, nobody's said anything, so I guess no news is good news. But you might kind of feel like there's a little extra attention on you at work from the higher ups. You might be getting asked to help different departments. You might be getting asked to like sit with a coworker and take notes and learn about their job. So usually when this is happening, they see your potential, they see your skill set, and they have plans to move you up, but they're maybe kind of getting a feel for, okay, what does Sagittarius seem to enjoy? What are Sagittarius's greatest strengths? So they might not have flat out come up to you and said, hey, we want to promote you, or we want to move you over to this other department because we think you would do really great there. They're not telling you that flat out, but there's like this working together, this training, this building up. So some of you might be experiencing that energy at work. In personal relationships, now those of you that watch my readings, you know that I do the love reading separate. So if you're looking for love and romance specifically, I'll link that video in the description. You can watch that after. But in personal relationships, whether it's a family situation or a love situation, this can be a positive kind of start or building point. But again, like nothing being rushed. I'm going to be honest with you guys, Sagittarius. I feel for the majority of you, this is some family situation or the people that you live with. It could even be neighbors around you, where some issue is being resolved, but like it's taking time to kind of like build back up, or like let this person back in again, or for them to let you back in again. But it's positive, right? It's moving in a positive direction. In a love situation, it's kind of like, okay, well, this is going good, but let's let some time go by and let's see, like make sure that this is consistent and that we're building the relationship up. The next card here, my darlings, is the Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords requires that you are being cautious. All right, so in a work situation, there might be people that kind of notice, hey, how come Sagittarius is getting to do these new assignments? Or hey, you know what, they seem to really be paying a lot of attention to Sagittarius. Maybe Sagittarius is going to get a raise or a promotion. And people start feeling like, you know, they don't want that to happen because they want to get the promotion. They want to get the raise. So in a work situation, this is just basically saying, pay attention to your work. Make sure that you have things in writing. Make sure that you're able to document what you did, when you did it, why you did it, who told you to do it. And, you know, in some cases, for some of you, right, somebody might be giving you intentionally incorrect or incomplete information, right? So if you feel like this person maybe is, you know, not being honest or trying to create a problem, for those of you that have access to email or things like that, it might be a good idea to send an email and say, okay, hey, you know, it's great sitting with you. It was great talking to you. I'm just confirming that, you know, what I'm going to do now per your instructions are, you know, A, B, and C, or 1, 2, and 3, right? That way you're documenting, hey, you know, this is what you told me to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, right? And then later on, that person can't say, no, you understood wrong. I didn't tell you to do that. Because you can say, well, I sent the email. You could have responded and you could have told me then, right? I sent the email to confirm. I sent the email to make sure we were on the same page. So, you know, that's that person's opportunity to correct it if it's incorrect. And if they didn't correct it and somebody comes back to you later and says, Sagittarius, why'd you do this incorrectly? And you say, oh, because this person told me to do it that way. And they say, no, I didn't. Well, here's the email I sent you. You didn't reply. You didn't correct it, right? This is what I was told to do. So that way you kind of cover your own little backside, Sagittarius, okay? For other ones of you, 7 of Swords is going to mean that even though you might have some good things going for you right now, this is not the time to tell everybody about it. Okay. Again, I'm not focusing on love and romance in this relationship, but those of you where you're kind of in this like new beginning or rebuilding or reconciliation, or you've met somebody you really like and they seem to really like you, 7 of Swords is telling me that you're going to be kind of not going out there and like broadcasting it to everybody, right? You're kind of keeping it quiet. 7 of Swords gets a bad rap sometimes about like a sneaky person or, you know, somebody that doesn't have good intentions. And that might be happening for some of you. You got to listen to your gut. But overall, for the majority of you, I feel that this is you having to be cautious, right? You having to be cautious because of like, you know, other people paying attention or other people getting into your business. Your next card here, my dears, is, the Empress. Very positive card, very high vibrational card here. Not to say that any of the cards are low vibrational, but you know, you get what I mean. But this is a major arcana card. So when the major arcana cards come up, we're at a really significant crossroads. We're kind of coming into a new chapter, a new period of time. Okay, so this is an energy that you're coming into this week, but it's like just the very, very beginning of it. This is going to be a new cycle or a new phase, a new lesson, a new chapter. This energy will be around for a while. Okay, it's not just going to be wrapped up in 7 days, but this is your creativity. This is here very beautiful feminine energy. And a lot of the times I see this come up when someone is rising up into power around like high level or high ranking career or starting a business. Now, traditionally, the Empress is also going to be about energies like motherhood, okay, matriarch kind of energy. So some of you may be stepping in as matriarch of your family. Some of you may be becoming very close or receiving guidance from or assistance from the matriarch of your family. And some of you might be manifesting this maternal energy. Okay, this is a general reading. It's going to be different for different ones of you. But there's also obviously a very maternal aspect to the Empress card as well. But this is beauty, this is creativity, this is very powerful energy, like the kind of power and the kind of confidence where you don't have to go in like throwing your weight around, right? You don't have to go in like, you know, showing people who's boss. They just know to respect you, okay? So like you're establishing that kind of energy. Your next card here, my darlings, is the 9 of Pentacles. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles is for me one of my self-employment cards, okay? It can also be like, again, rising up in rank in a work situation. But this is financial independence, okay? Financial independence here with the 9 of Pentacles. So those of you, again, where you've just kind of been, you know, trying to work towards a goal and it seems kind of slow going. We had that 3 of Pentacles come up in the beginning. You're headed in the right direction, right? Just keep going, just be consistent. Nine of Pentacles can also indicate that you're beginning to receive positive attention. You're being watched from afar, okay? Not in a shady kind of way, but in a way in which you are being admired. Sagittarius, those of you who have no career aspects right now, you have no financial aspects right now, right? You just kind of feel you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just barely kind of crawling out of the ditch here. I don't even know if I'm going to go left or go right. I'm just coming out of rock bottom. And you've been doing a lot of work in terms of trying to heal yourself and find yourself. Don't be surprised if people begin to tell you this week and in the coming weeks that they're very proud of you, or that they really admire you, or that you you've kind of come a long way or a far way. I feel like people are beginning to see really positive changes in you, in your attitude, in your energy. They're realizing how strong you are. They're realizing how much you've kind of overcome, right? So maybe in the past you weren't getting credit where credit was due. And I feel in this aspect, you're beginning to receive credit, okay? I feel right now somebody is watching this and they got very, very angry when I said that. They are seething. They don't want to hear that about Sagittarius. To this person or to these people, you need to stop watching Sagittarius's videos, and you need to leave Sagittarius alone. You're going to be much, much happier if you can let go whatever issue there was and, wish peace and success for Sagittarius, because anytime we're seething about somebody and we don't want them to do well and we don't want to hear good things about that person, we begin to block ourselves. So I'm saying this with love to whoever's energy this is, so that you can be happy, so that you can be successful. Wish peace. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. So that you can have a happy life. So that you can have a good life. Okay? So I feel here there's this sense of like rising up. There's this sense of success, accomplishment. Also, a lot of the times I see Nine of Pentacles come up when you're returning to a project or to a goal that you tried to do in the past and you couldn't do it. You just there was too much anxiety, there was too much problems happening in your life, and now you're coming into the energy of you have it grounded. You have it grounded. You're able to put those fears aside. You're able to focus, getting a control of any anxiety issues, so that now you're really able to do well. Now you're really able to succeed. Okay, that's the energy coming in here. Again, my dears, you might want to check out your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. Every single week, it can kind of be a little bit different. Some weeks, your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more or might add a little extra helpful information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you'll be able to schedule a private reading with me there. And for those of you who have been waiting for the explanation about what's been going on and for the podcast, the first episode is up. I will have it linked in the description as well. As always, my darlings, I'm wishing you a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.